Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited about this video because this is going to be a Q&A video. I asked you guys to send me questions and I'm here to answer them. And I got my girl Christine here. She actually suggested doing this video with me. She's going to ask the questions and I'm going to answer them. So let's get into the video. So I couldn't get to all of the questions in this video, but be on the lookout for another one of these videos because I would love to do more Q&A videos for you guys if you want me to. But I will answer those questions that I didn't get to in another video. So just wanted to clear that up. Alright guys, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm the incredible shrinking Steffi, and this channel is my journey to lose a total of 200 pounds from my highest weight. I am currently doing keto and intermittent fasting to lose the rest of my weight, finish my journey, inspire you guys to join me, and yeah, just get it done. Get it done. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure to do that. Also, I have a support group on Facebook, The Shrinkables. Come join us over there. Everything is down below. And just to let you guys know, I am not a doctor or a medical professional. Neither of us are. So all of these answers are just based off of my own story, my personal experience. So if you do have any questions, always consult your doctor first.
So I kind of want to bring it back to where it all started. Like, how did you become the incredible shrinking Steffi?
Wow. Well, honestly, like the name just like popped up in my head. And I know that it was like God putting it in my head. Like, this is what, and he called me to do this, absolutely. But I did not obey for a long time because I knew that I had to get healthy. And so I put it off. I really felt like, okay, I have to, make this YouTube channel and inspire people. Like, I really felt like I was being called to do this, but what does that mean? I have to do it myself. And I was just hesitant because I knew I had to commit. And so I put it off for a while and then I just jumped in. I just did it. And Incredible Shrinking Steffi, I don't know, it just came to me, and yeah. It's
a clever name.
Yeah.
It's a clever name.
Okay.
I listen to, or I watch a lot of your YouTubes, and you talk about food addiction. So can you talk a little bit about your food addiction personally and how you are overcoming it?
Yeah, so I have had a food addiction my entire life for, obviously not like a 1-year-old with a food addiction, but as far back as I can remember. And it's always been something that, like the way that I've coped with stress and everything. And so I've been trying to figure out like how to overcome it because I'm always gonna have it. It's never ever gonna go away. And that's something I learned. I thought that I was going to start this journey and then lose all my weight and then overcome this food addiction and then it's gone. No, absolutely not. And that's one thing that I learned because it's been 2.5 years being consistent with this journey and I still can lose control just like before. So it's something I'm gonna have to live with forever. So just being more in control and just being aware of it and knowing my trigger foods. Like, I gotta stay away from my trigger foods. I can't be a normal person. Yeah. And
I was a naughty friend again, by the way. Yesterday was my son's 6th birthday, and we went to this place where they were serving pizza, and I was like, don't look, Steffi.
See, that's the thing, is like I'm like good now. Like, I can go to a place like that and I can say no. You know, like if I'm serious about my goals, did I want it? Abso-freaking-lutely. Like, I mean, come on, pizza's my favorite food. I wanted it. I wasn't tempted by the cupcakes though. But it's just a matter of like making the choice to say no. You know, like what's more important? Is it going to be more important to have, one piece of pizza and then feel like crap afterwards and then feel bloated and gain weight and then go through the mental struggle of getting back on track? It's just not worth it.
Yeah. No, so. Well, I have to say, I've been a witness to your saying no, and it's inspiring because I struggle with things because I'm just like, like what's one? Where you have to flip the mindset, right?
Yeah.
So there are some questions that have been asked by some of your followers, and I wanted to just kind of grab them. So you talked about how you were perfectly fine saying no to the cupcakes yesterday.
Yes.
How do you handle those sugar cravings? Do you get sugar cravings or?
So, you will not crave sugar if you do not eat it. You will crave sugar if you eat it. It is really that simple. Like if you want to overcome your sugar addiction, you have to cut the sugar out of your diet completely. If you are a sugar addict, it needs to go. And you're gonna go through sugar withdrawals and they are horrible, but it's probably about 2 to 3 weeks. Once you get past that mark, they're gone and you will not crave sugar. You will not. You may want it, like you'll remember what it tastes like, you know, like it's like, oh, okay, I remember loving that, you know, and that tastes good, but you do not physically crave it because you have cut it out of your diet.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. It sounds a little bit too easy, right? But
yeah,
there comes the mental struggle,
right?
You know, like, oh, hey, I love sweets. I remember what sweets taste like, you know, and so that's where the mental battle comes in. But physically, you will not crave sweets if you don't eat them.
In the beginning, or even now in your journey, if you ever go or went over your macros, what's the limit of your overage?
So, like I said, I've been doing this forever, so I feel like I just know how to do it. I've been doing it for so long. I do lazy keto, so I do not track my macros. Do I think it's important? Absolutely. I think that it's important to figure out what's best for you so that you can lose weight, or if you're in maintenance, find out what your numbers will be. I have tracked in the past, and I used Carb Manager, so that's a great app to use. But 20 net carbs is where I pretty much stay. I notice that if I have too many carbs and I go over about 10-ish, my weight loss will stall. It will slow down. So 20 net carbs is like a good number for me, or less.
Do you find yourself eating like the same foods every day to kind of?
I do, but I do a lot of what I eat in a day videos, so I like to change it up. I'm a very simple girl, and I like to stick with the same things that work because I know it works. But I also want to make it exciting for you guys and not be boring and say, "Hey, we're having tuna again," you know, like because it's just so simple.
So good. Sound good, guys? Okay. Someone asked, are beans allowed on the keto diet?
No, beans like kidney beans, pinto beans, black beans, they are not keto approved foods, but you can have green beans, and there's black soybeans that you can maybe add to your chili, and like, of course, in moderation, because they do have carbs, but they are considered keto friendly. But regular beans, no, they're not.
Well, now this brings up a question that I just want to know, but there are a ton of diets out there, a ton of diets. What made you land on this keto lifestyle?
Okay, so I feel like I have done keto my entire life. Not my entire life, but like my entire adult life. Like, because I've been trying to lose weight my whole life. So I've been on every single diet that you can imagine. And it all started with Atkins. Back in the day, the Atkins diet, which is keto. I mean, they're basically the same. And it's been the only thing that has worked for me, and it's the only thing that makes me feel great. And I love the foods. I absolutely love the foods that I eat on keto. And I feel like I just know it.
Yeah.
Like the back of my hand. Like, I mean, I've done it my whole life.
Yeah.
And so I've done everything. Weight Watchers, paleo, Jenny Craig. I mean, I've done Nutrisystem. I've done, you know, short little diets and the grapefruit diet. I mean, like everything.
I did the grapefruit diet.
You did? That was forever ago.
I did.
But it's just like there's so many things out there. But the important thing is to find something that can be a lifestyle for you, not a diet. I hate the word diet, but it is a diet.
Yep.
Our diet is the foods that we eat. That is our diet. Yeah. But it's a lifestyle, you know, and it's not something that I'm going to stop. So finding something that you can fall in love with and do forever. And that's why I do that.
That was a really good answer.
Thanks.
Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
And this one's
I'm
big.
nervous. Okay.
Alcohol.
Yes.
Have you given up alcohol 100%? What are your thoughts on a glass of wine or two on the weekends?
Okay.
Or weekdays if you're having a rough day?
All right, so answer no, I have not given it up 100%. I did when I did my 75 hard challenge, when I did my personalized 75 hard. I think it was like 5 or 6 weeks I went without any alcohol at all. Do I think that it's okay for a glass of wine or two? Absolutely, unless you're low carb or keto. Wine has a lot of carbs in it. I think it's important to find something that is keto friendly, like if you are low carb, find something that you can drink that won't mess you up and won't kick you out of ketosis, because it can slow you down. And when you're drinking alcohol, your body's going to burn the sugar from the alcohol first before anything else, so it can stall your weight loss. So it just depends on how important it is to you.
Depends on how rough of a day.
Exactly. And how many kids you get.
Touche. With a lot of weight loss can come some excessive skin. Mm-hmm. So can you tell us about that journey and how you handle it?
I talk a lot about my excess skin. I'm down 161 pounds, so I've got a lot of skin. And
that's a lot. That's amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
But I don't want to lose 200 pounds and then still feel uncomfortable in my body. And I do. And so that's just something that I'm going to do in the future, is have skin removal surgery. I'm planning on doing it in 2025. It's gonna be very pricey. I already got my quote, and so financially I'm not ready for it, but physically I'm not ready for it either. I want to get as close to my goal weight as possible, because I don't want to, like, let's say I get it now, get the skin removed, and then lose more weight and have some skin. Like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it at the right time. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty nervous about the surgery because it's intense. Yeah, and I've heard like the pain is terrible. And I guess it's, everybody's different. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's pain tolerance is different. But for me, it's going to be worth it. And I want to do it in 2025 because financially I want to save for it. Also, my kids are going to be in school full time, all of them. And so it just will be easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Recovery.
What is your goal weight?
174, so that I can say I've lost a total of 200 pounds.
That's amazing.
And a question has been asked a lot, how tall I am. I am 5'8", so just so you guys are aware of that.
I'm 5'8".
We're the same height.
And we also have the same style.
We didn't plan this. Just happened. So
Let's talk about OMAD.
Let's talk about OMAD. So if you don't know what OMAD is, it's 1 meal a day. So you're basically just fasting all day long, and you're eating 1 meal.
That sounds awful. That sounds awful, and you're like way too excited about it.
Oh my gosh, that's what.
How did you get through a day?
Coffee and water. Like, I
can do coffee and water.
Yeah, coffee and water, and I do dirty fasting. So, which means I just add cream to my coffee.
Can you explain more on what you eat on OMAD?
Okay, so yeah, that question was actually asked a few times, because the big question is like, how much do you eat for your 1 meal? And that's why I don't do OMAD all the time. That's why I don't do it full time, because I want to make sure that I'm feeding my body enough protein. That's like super important to me. I don't eat huge meals when I'm doing OMAD because I can't. I had gastric bypass surgery in 2015, so I have a little stomach. And so I can't fit a lot of food in at one time. So it is very restrictive for me, but I think that's why it works so great, because it's a great fast, it's a great challenge for me. So I don't eat a lot, but I will just have like a regular keto meal. Like I made a keto pizza for dinner, steak and veggies. We do chicken and veggies, just a basic, healthy keto meal.
Okay, so you're doing OMAD. Your family's eating
all the time.
How did that challenge you or hurt you?
So that's actually all the time for me, because I feed my kids all day long. I feel like they eat so much. And I do intermittent fasting. So I fast until lunchtime. So in the mornings I'm feeding them, and it's foods that I would like to eat a lot of times, So I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Do I want it? Yes. You know, like it goes through my mind, I could eat that, you know, but I'm not going to. Like I've made that decision to say no. And it depends on my mindset, how hard it is. Like if I've made my mind up and I'm like, okay, well, I'm doing Nomad, you know, my family's going to eat. This is what I'm doing for me right now. And so I'm good. You know, you develop that strength, you know, we develop the strength with the struggle, you know, it's so true. And so when something's hard for you, just know that it's good for you, you know, and that's when you're growing. That's when you're getting stronger.
Sure. You mentioned that you do intermittent fasting.
Yes.
Can you tell us like what that looks like and some cheats and some, I know you're a dirty girl. So
I'm a dirty girl, a dirty faster. Yeah, so if you're not doing intermittent fasting, I highly recommend that you do it. I've been doing intermittent fasting since the beginning of this journey, and it has been an amazing tool that has helped me lose all this weight. Because it helps me with my emotional eating. You have your eating window and you have your fasting window. If I get stressed out, naturally I want to eat something because that's just where my brain goes. If I'm in my fasting window, I cannot eat. So it helps me with that emotional eating, keeping it under control. But I do dirty fasting. Like I mentioned before, I do add cream to my coffee. You can do clean fasting or dirty fasting. Clean fasting, you need to keep it under 5 calories. And that if your goal is autophagy, then you want to do clean fasting. But if you really don't care about that and you just want weight loss and you just want to control your emotional eating, dirty fasting is the way to go.
So what could people do fasting like in the evening? So they would fast at night and then they would just eat breakfast and lunch?
Yes, absolutely. You can fast at any point during the day. So if you want to just eat 2 meals a day, it can be breakfast and lunch, it could be lunch and dinner, it can be dinner and breakfast, and you just fast through, you know, the entire day. It does not matter when you break your fast, because that's exactly what breakfast is. It's not like a certain time that you have it. Breakfast is break fast. You're literally breaking your fast. So it doesn't matter when you have it.
A little play on words there.
Right?
All right, somebody asked if you have any suggestions on how someone can lose their last 10 pounds quicker.
Yes, I remember
That's
that.
me.
I remember that question. So first I want to say, because this person had said that the weight is coming off painfully slow. And I think it was like 20 something pounds that they lost in like 6 months. First of all, congratulate yourself for that. Celebrate that. That is amazing. Because if we look at it like, oh, it's just coming off so painfully slow, you know, we're not really embracing the journey. We're not really taking it in and, you know, rewarding ourselves for our success so far. I do understand though. I do understand when weight loss comes off so slow, it is frustrating. It is frustrating. But I just want to say congratulate yourself first and foremost. Secondly, I want to say that the less weight you have to lose, the slower it's going to come off. I dropped weight very quickly in the beginning because I had so much weight to lose. Now I'm at the point where it's like, I can lose water weight pretty fast, but like actual fat loss is coming off very slow. And that's why we just have to be patient. But to answer your question, do a fast of some sort. That is going to shock your body. It's going to change things up. Your body's going to be like, okay, what is going on? You know, you can do an egg fast. You can do carnivore. You can do Nomad. You can do alternate day fasting. You can do like a 72-hour fast, a water fast, a dry fast. Like there's so many different things that you can do to change things up to get those 10 pounds off. It's going to be slow though. But I think restricting yourself and just changing it up is going to do the trick.
And there are studies that say that the slower the weight comes off,
The healthier it is.
the healthier it is, but also the harder it is to kind of gain that back.
Very true.
Yeah, don't quote me on that. But
It's very true because I lost 126 pounds after weight loss surgery. I gained 100 of it back after having kids, and it came on pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because it came off quickly,
Yeah.
you know? So the slower we lose, I think the better it is. And it allows us to learn more about this lifestyle and this journey and learn more about ourselves and how to maintain that weight loss forever.
And what's a good way to get fiber in a keto diet?
So you're gonna wanna get your fiber through your veggies. That's where I get it. Through avocado, you can do it through collard greens. There's cauliflower, chia seeds, pecans. These pecans or pecans?
I don't know. I say them both ways, I think.
Yeah.
Pecan pie and pecans.
Yeah, I say pecans. Yeah, pecans, pecans, whatever you prefer. Almonds and
Now, do you say almonds or almonds?
almonds. So yeah, through your veggies, you want to get your fiber in, and it is really important to make sure to get fiber.
Okay, so when you make something that's really good,
Which keto foods are really good.
do you go for helping number 2 or do you stick to one helping?
I am guilty of eating too much sometimes, like especially if it's really good. I will do that. I'll have a little bit too much. Like last night, we had cauliflower rice chicken soup. My husband made it, and it is really good. And I'm like a sucker for soup. Like I love chicken soup, and I had too much. I had too much. Like it's just like sometimes I'm like I can't say no, and so like that's where my food addiction comes out, because I can still even be addicted to good healthy keto foods if it's really good. And I think it's the sodium. I think it's the salt too that makes me go back for more. But then sometimes I do say no. Sometimes I'm like, all right, I'm full. That's it. We're good.
Does your husband do keto with you, or is he conscious of some of the ingredients and stuff?
Yeah, we have keto meals together, but he is not keto. So he has his regular foods during the day. But for dinners, I mean, it's really super simple. I make a meat and a veggie and then a carby side for them. So like they'll have rice or potatoes or tater tots or something like that, and I just won't have that. So we just make it work, and we eat the same thing all the time.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's easy. So with the soup,
is he just mindful
yes,
when he makes things for
it
you?
is a keto soup that he makes, but he makes egg noodles on the side. So they put egg noodles in theirs, and then the cauliflower rice, which they all like anyway. But yeah, they add egg noodles in.
Does heavy cream and Splenda knock you out of ketosis?
So heavy cream is keto approved. That will not knock you out of ketosis, but you want to make sure that you watch the amount you're putting in because it does have a lot of calories. And really, any lifestyle that you're going to live, any diet that you're going to do, calories still matter. So you want to just be mindful of how much you're using, but no, it will not kick you out of ketosis. Splenda contains sucralose, also maltodextrin and dextrose. So those are that's not good stuff. So it would definitely be a dirty keto. Short answer, no, it's not going to kick you out of ketosis because it's low in carbs, but it may stall your weight loss because it has all the crappy stuff in it. So you want to use stevia, monk fruit, or erythritol as a substitute for sweeteners. Those are definitely much better for you.
Can you eat as many calories as you want on keto?
No, you cannot eat as many calories as you want. I do not count calories though. I'm not a calorie counter. I don't have the patience for it. That's why I do lazy keto. I don't want to track. I'm just very impatient. But I watch how much food I'm actually consuming, because at the end of the day, calories in, calories out, it still matters. You can still gain weight doing keto if you eat too much, even if you're eating keto foods. If you're eating too many calories, your weight loss is gonna stall, or you could gain. So no, you cannot eat as many calories as you want. But I just track carbs. I just stay at 20 net carbs or less in my mind. Like I pretty much know what I eat. And I just make sure I have protein with every meal. I don't focus a lot on fat. And I know keto is high fat, low carb, moderate protein. But I notice that when I eat too much fat, that stalls me. So everyone is different. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's body is different. The way that you respond, to these foods. So some people need a lot of fat, and that's how they lose that weight. So I may be more of a low carber than a ketoer, but I call myself keto.
Do you get water weight retention when you have a cheat day?
Absolutely. I gain water weight so very easily, too easily. Because when you are doing keto, when you're doing low carb, your body has been, it adapts to that lifestyle. So your body's used to not eating carbs. And that's what carbs are. It's a carbohydrate. So it's water, water weight. So when you start eating those carbs again, you're going to gain some water weight very quickly. But the good news is that if you get right back on track, then the water weight comes right off. Like, especially when you do like a strict fast right after a cheat meal.
A cheat. meal or cheat day?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything.
So when I think of a cheat day, I'm thinking the entire day you were making bad choices.
Yeah. I've had cheat days, I've had cheat meals, I've had cheat weeks. So, I mean, no matter what you're doing, yeah. If your body isn't used to eating carbs and you start eating carbs again, then absolutely, you're going to gain some water weight.
Just to kind of close this all out, if there was one thing you could do, looking back on your entire journey, what, if anything, would you do differently?
I would not be so cocky, thinking that it was going to be easy. I would have prepared myself more for the mental struggle, because it kind of crept up on me. Maybe not even crept up on me, it jumped out at me. And I struggled a lot. I have struggled a lot in the last 2.5 years because I didn't really know how to handle that part. And it's something I'm still trying to figure out. But I was very naive when I first started. And I thought that I was just gonna jump in on this and I was gonna lose the weight and I was gonna be like, hey, I'm at my goal weight, I'm good. And it just does not happen like that. Mm. So I would have prepared myself more for the mental struggle. And that's what I recommend for you guys too, is that really work on the mindset. Really try to figure out what's going on in your head and why you gained your weight to begin with. You know, maybe it's just that you like food. You just like to eat. Or maybe you get some real stuff going on. Because that's what I have. And I've dealt with this my whole life and trying to figure it out. Learn more about myself, my triggers, what got me to almost 400 pounds. You know, something obviously is going on up there. So work on the mindset. And I started way too late. I wish that I had started at the beginning, really trying to figure out my mind.
Oh, you're saying the mind piece.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, it was like 1.5 years.
What are you doing now for your mindset?
Talking about it, like really trying to figure out myself and like why I lose control, why it's so easy for me to lose control, and talking about it on YouTube, you know, and like having a support system, being able to talk it out with people is really helping. So like if you are a journaler, you know, journaling will definitely help you because you're getting it out and really trying to figure it out.
Do you journal or no?
No, I don't. And my friend Callie, my girl Kelly from Texas, she got me a journal. She journals, and she says that it just helps her so much. And she got me a journal when I went down to Texas to visit her. And I have not started journaling yet because I've tried to do it in the past and I just don't commit to it. Like I just don't commit to it. But YouTube is kind of like my journal too, you know, like
a video journal.
A video journal. Yeah. So maybe that's more my style. But I love the idea of journaling though. I think it's very important just to get your junk out.
Yeah. But you do have an outlet, which is good.
Yes.
So
yeah, we need an outlet, a healthy outlet.
Yeah, not just screaming at your kids or your husband like I usually do.
Right. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comment below if you do have any questions because we would love to do another one of these videos for you. I love to answer any questions that you guys have. So just let me know down below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet and join my support group on Facebook. All right, guys, I will see you at the next video. Stay safe and choose health. Bye. All right, I guess we're done.
Yay!
Whoop, whoop.
Now I can stop sweating.
Well, I learned a lot through this. We got kids.
Cash, this is not a very good time right now.
And then there's foods that don't trigger me. I'm not triggered by sweets. I can have an ice cream and be perfectly fine. So. We're gonna have lots of screaming in the background. I apologize for that. We got kids, we're moms.
Okay, so let's do blah, 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 blah.
That's so going in the video.
You don't even know. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cindy from Seattle. I'm just kidding.
And I feel
Mom. Mm-hmm. Can I have a cupcake?
That's fine. If it's okay with Jerry. Okay, so where did I say I was hang? Oh my gosh, I swear. My life. This is my life. Try to film a video.
Working here!
Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh. Sorry. Okay. Hello, my name is Christine, and I'm addicted to noodles.
We'll get you some help. I'm glad you got that out. You've confessed it.
Yeah, we can cut that out.
Yeah. We got it on film now. You want to use like stevia or monk fruit or erythritol. Is that it?
Try saying that back.
Woo! I'll try that again.
Can you eat as many calories as you want on ketos?
No.
Did I say that right?
No.
Keto?
You say ketos. I'm ketos. We're doing ketos.
Ketos!
Subscribe.